swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. Mr. Doherty, a guilty plea hearing is an important event. It includes the waiver of constitutional rights that you have. So I want you to listen carefully. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. If you need a minute to talk to Mr. Gilbert, go ahead and ask for that as well. I have to advise you, the maximum penalty that you can face for the charge that you're offering to plead to, that being count 1, is operating while intoxicated, causing serious injury. That's a felony crime punishable by a maximum of 5 years in prison and or $1,000 to $5,000 fine. The court could order rehabilitative programs, costs of prosecution and emergency response, vehicle forfeiture, or immobilization. Do you understand that maximum penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No.
Were you on bond for any other case at the time of this incident?
Yes.
What and where was that out of?
In Florida.
Okay, but that wouldn't trigger then consecutive sentencing here, is that correct?
I believe that matter's all been resolved, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Doherty, did you read and understand all the rights listed on this advice of rights form?
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
you signed that today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that lists several trial rights that you have, but that you give up if you enter a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you're choosing to do today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that that plea was caused by promises beyond the plea agreement or by any threats or other inducements. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, when you enter a guilty plea, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission. You do so by filing an application, but the types of issues that you could raise on that application are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after going to trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The plea agreement provides, in exchange for your plea of guilty to count 1, the prosecutor will dismiss count 2, and there is a restitution agreed upon of $10,693 and a sentencing agreement for a county cap, meaning that you could be placed on probation, and if you violate probation, it's a different story, but on the initial sentencing, you would not be facing prison. The maximum jail sentence I could give you would be a year in the county jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gilbert, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of the terms of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. McLennan?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Doherty, that sentencing agreement is not binding on me, meaning at the time of the sentencing, I'll have the benefit of a pre-sentence report. If I read that and think, man, I think Mr. Doherty really needs to go to prison, I'm not bound by that county cap. But you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea, not having received what you bargained for. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's a very important exception to that rule. If you engage in any misconduct between now and the sentencing date, let's say you skip court, or you abscond on your bond, or you violate the conditions of your bond, or you commit a new crime, any of that type of misconduct, you'd be forfeiting the right to withdraw the plea, even if I don't follow that county cap. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own free choice to do that, please?
Yes.
Knowing all this, how do you wish to plead to the charge of count 1, operating while intoxicated, causing serious injury?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Doherty, back on July 28th of 2024, were you in Presque County?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on a public highway, County Road 441?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before you operated that vehicle in that roadway, had you consumed alcoholic beverages?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have some contact with law enforcement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did they give you a test to determine the amount of alcohol in your body?
I do not recall.
There's a test indicating that you had more than the legal limit of 0.08 in your body at the time. Do you have any reason to contest that test result?
No, Your Honor.
And by your operation of that vehicle, did that cause a serious impairment of the body function to another person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were they in another vehicle? Were they were a passenger? Or
She was a passenger.
okay, in the vehicle that you were operating?
Yes, sir.
All right, and do you know what her injury was?
No, I do not.
Mr. McLennan, do you know what the injury was?
For the victim. Full records indicate she suffered head injury and fractures to her skull.
And Mr. Gilbert, the defense stipulates that meets the definition of serious impairment.
It does, Your Honor.
Right. You satisfied with the factual basis? Well, I'm sorry. That crash occurred in Cresco County.
Yes,
You satisfied with that factual basis?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. McClellan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gilbert, are you aware of any other promises to inducements?
I am not.
Mr. McClellan?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Gilbert, in your judgment, has the court fully complied with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
I believe the court has. Thank you.
Mr. McClellan?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Doherty, I find that your plea is knowingly, voluntarily, and understandingly made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and in law for me to believe you are guilty of that offense. So I'll accept your plea. We can schedule sentencing for October 6th at 9:30 in the morning. You'll have to cooperate with a pre-sentence investigation report. So you'll sit down with an interview with the probation department. Mr. McLennan, any request as to bond?
Mr. Daughtry has had no issues on bond as far as I'm aware so far. I would leave it in the court's discretion here.
As the plea was accepted, the judge made it clear this case is far from over. With sentencing scheduled for October 6th, Mr. Doherty's future hangs in the balance. The court warned that any bond violation or misconduct could eliminate his chance at probation and lead straight to prison. The victim's injuries stand as a stark reminder of the gravity of this crime. Every move between now and sentencing will decide whether he earns leniency or faces the full force of the law.
Discretion here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and continue your bond, Mr. Doherty. You're still subject to whatever conditions you're on. And what I mentioned to you before, that's a real important thing for you, right? I don't know. I know a little bit about the facts of the case just because of the other case where somebody gave you some grief. But this isn't your first operating. I don't have the pre-sentence report. I don't know, as I sit here right now, what I'm going to think about that county cap on the day of sentencing or not. So if you were to violate the conditions of your bond, you kind of free my hands. So it'd be real important to you that you toe the line between now and your sentencing date. Okay.
yes, sir.
All right. Anything further from the defense?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. We'll see you then. We'll cancel that trial date, the October 29, 31st. The availability for